Welcome to my channel. My name is Andy Zhou, and in this video, I'm going to explain the Pomodoro Technique. By the end of the video, you'll get a clear understanding of what it is and how to incorporate it into your learning routine. The Pomodoro Technique is a studying technique that can help you power through distractions and stay focused. First, I'm going to give you the 6 steps of the technique. Then I'll go into each step in more detail so you can understand it better. Make sure you stay until the end of the video because I'm going to share with you the common caveats and some advanced tips. Alright, here are the 6 steps. Step 1. Decide on the task to be done. Step 2. Set the timer, which is traditionally 25 minutes. Step 3. Work on the task. End work when the timer is up and put a check mark on a piece of paper. Step 5. If you have fewer than 4 check marks, take a short break, which is 3 to 5 minutes. Then go back to step 2 to repeat the process. Step number 6. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break, which is 15 to 30 minutes. Reset your checkmark count to 0 and then go back to step 1. For step number 1, decide on the task. If you are faced with a big task, you can break it down into smaller chunks that you can manage in a 25-minute session. As an example, when you're studying for a big exam, you can split the exam material into chapters and try to fit in each chapter into a session or Pomodoro. In creating this video, I used 6 sessions on scripting, 4 sessions on animation, and 2 more sessions in final editing. Step 2 of the process, set a timer for 25 minutes, is the most important step. One of the reasons the technique is so effective is because the 25-minute sessions make it easy to start. I don't know about you, but when I know that I only need to focus for the next 25 minutes, I feel like it's going to be easy and I can just do it without procrastination. Another thing the timer does is that it instills a sense of urgency. Suddenly you don't have a whole day for one task. You only have 25 minutes to do as much as possible. Your goal during the 25 minutes is to stay in an uninterrupted flow state. I personally use an old school timer so I don't get distracted by electronics at all. With my desire to check social media so impulsive, the act of opening up a timer application on the phone can distract me. If you do want to use applications on your phone, you can check out Focus Booster and Pomodoro app. Now moving on to step 4 and 5 of the process. Now after 25 minutes of intense concentration, you take 5 to 10 minutes for break. What do you do during the break? I like to move around a bit. Several studies have shown that sitting down too much can lead to an increased likelihood of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. And then as little as 5 minutes of moving around can alleviate a lot of the damage. I personally like to walk around my studying space and drink some water. After 3 to 4 sessions, your brain should feel really tired. This is your chance to take a longer break, generally 15 to 30 minutes. If you're wondering why this is called the Pomodoro Technique, here's a bit of history. It was invented in the early 1990s by author Francesco Cirillo. Cirillo named the system Pomodoro after the tomato-shaped timer he used to track his own time as a university student. Now, here are some caveats and advanced tips. Keep in mind that the Pomodoro Technique is only a template, and the times are not set in stone. A lot of the software engineers like to concentrate for longer periods of time and rest for longer periods as well. I personally prefer shorter durations such as 20-minute sessions with a 10-minute break. For example, in producing this video, I worked about 20 minutes before taking a 10-minute break. Number 2, be mindful of interruptions. This technique might not work well if you have a lot of meetings and calls during the day. If you schedule meetings or calls in between sessions, it's easy to get distracted because a phone call that goes over time can break your routine. Number 3, interleaving tasks. When you're using multiple Pomodoros on the same task, you are studying one skill at a time before the next. It's called blocking the tasks. Interleaving is much more effective compared to blocking. What is interleaving? It's the idea of studying related skills or concepts in parallel. For example, with blocking, you will have finished studying skill A before moving on to skill B. So the studying pattern is A, B, 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 C, 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 C. With interleaving, you will mix up your routine so the studying pattern is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Over the years, there has been research saying that interleaving outperforms blocking for a variety of subjects. There's research done in middle schools in Tampa, Florida by psychologist Doug Rohr and his colleagues from the University of South Florida. They split the 7th graders into 2 groups. One group were given homework worksheets featuring an interwave design. The other group were given homework worksheets featuring a block design. As a result, students trained with interleaving scored 25% better compared to the other group. But here's the caveat. The subjects studied have to be related. Interleaving between English, math, and chemistry can be messy and do more harm than good. However, if you are studying algebra using the Pomodoro Technique, it's much more effective to switch between exponents, graphing, and radicals since they're all related. Alright, I hope this video helped you learn the Pomodoro Technique. If you feel like you've learned something new, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. If you're enjoying this video, please press the like button. Now I have a question for you. How do you plan to use the Pomodoro Technique? Are you going to use it to help you through finals? Or are you going to use it to learn a certain skill? Or are you going to use it to learn a certain skill? Leave a comment.